Yo guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we have our yearly annual video. What is my game of the year for 2020? So I just got a little bit of a confession, guys. I honestly haven't played that many games this year, so the contenders actually come down to a couple of games, and I'm gonna go through the honorable mentions. Honestly, I really love Genshin Impact and I really like Last of Us 2, but those two games came with so much baggage, so many problems off the bat that I can't give them that title. And it goes to a game you probably see on screen right now, and something I have been lauding for quite a while. A game that I give constant praise, even though there was that small debacle about the free DLC being late and delayed by a month. But whatever. Game of the year goes to, of course, Hajimari no Kiseki. For 2 years in a row, I've given the Game of the Year award to Nihon Falcom, a company that I truly believe deserves this title. And I'm gonna make a small amendment, guys. I gave Trails of Cold Steel 4 Game of the Year. I gave Hajimari no Kiseki Game of the Year. I'm gonna revise my thoughts. I'm gonna take back Neo 1 Game of the Year. I'm gonna give Game of the Year to Trails of Cold Steel 3, giving Trails series 3 consecutive Game of the Year awards, folks. I I cannot be I cannot be mad at this series. Trails of Cold Steel has been an amazing journey through thick and thin, and I can't wait to see what comes next. And we all know what's coming next. And that's going to be a little bit of teaser for what's coming on in this next half of this video. But if you guys don't know, I grade games by gameplay as number one, story and environment number two, voice acting and sound design three, and last but not least, graphics. In all the departments other than graphic fidelity, Trails of Cold Steel and its known series, including Hajimari no Kiseki, excel in all of them. Honestly, what got me was gameplay in Genshin. The loop I get, but being a gadget restricted heavily, along with some outside knowledge about the game, its company, and now practices that are coming very much into fruition, which I did suspect from uh, Mihoyo. Last of Us really fell with the story. I loved the gameplay, even though it was basically revamped Last of Us 1. It was overall good. I understood the story. Doesn't mean I really liked the decisions they made with the story, but nonetheless, I digress from those two titles. Hajimari no Kiseki was a clear winner for this year. Realistically speaking, I didn't play too much this year. As you can see, pretty much the big contenders were Genshin, Hajimari no Kiseki, Last of Us 2. If you guys don't know, I don't allow games that come out in different regions past the original region's date as part of the next game of the year. It goes from January to December of that year. If the game came out earlier in another year in another region, that then it does not qualify for another year, and neither do remasters. Sakura Wars, I believe. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. If it came out last year, I honestly it was early this year. Persona 5 Raw once again is a remastered version, so can't be anything about that. Can't do that. Dust Diver I believe came out in 2019, so I really did enjoy that game, but none of them compared to Hajimari no Kiseki. So I want to talk to you guys about where we're going next. If you guys haven't heard, I haven't posted about this yet on the channel because I was probably waiting for a video like this. Uh, Nihon Falcom has announced the next game, which is Kiseki no Kuro, or basically Trails of Cold Steel. Legend of the Heroes Black. If you want to go as is, it's basically Black. They said it's going to be a much darker version of the Kiseki series. You're going to go into the underground world of the villains, or the shady syndicates of crime. It's going to be a lot darker. We're not going to be seeing the light side where Reen, Estelle, Lord guys are there. Well, once again, we're going to the Calvary Republic, as we've known from Hajimari no Kiseki. We're going to see the underground world of crime and all that. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be a hybrid system apparently now. It's not going to be what people dreaded as a real-time action. like we thought it would be with Kondo's statements. Apparently, it's a hybrid where it's like it's a turn-based combat, but there's also real-time elements to it. I'm not sure how that's gonna work as yet, with rarely seeing anything, and only going off of Kondo's comments. So because it's a new game, I might not actually get it out in Japanese because it's gonna be really. We're gonna see. We're gonna have to see because it's gonna be really hard to both translate that and learn a completely new battle system. But once again, we will see how it turns out. And it looks like from what they're talking about, there's a lot more judgment calls or option calls in the game, so it's gonna be even more a little bit hellish to translate it and keep track of all of that. But we will see when the time comes. We don't know what date it is. It's coming out. They said second half of 2021. So yes, guys, if I didn't say it already, it's coming out next year already. And on the offset of other games as well too, they did announce Hajimari no Kiseki was going to come out for PC and Switch this coming year, 2021, but that's only in the Japanese region. We have no indication for the EN regions, guys, so you will have to stay tuned. But it's going to be a good case study to see what they do with those versions on the PC and Switch, to see if they add in the extra chapter immediately or they're going to hold it back for another month. Because if they do that, I would very much advise players to hold off 1 month until all that DLC comes into the game, the additional story and all that to come first. So guys, there it is. Hajimari no Kiseki Game of the Year. Looking forward to Kuro no Kiseki. Until the next one.